I'm gonna tell you a story. When I was in grade 8, I wrote a story about all of this, and I got an A+ on my essay. That sort of triggered me to want to get a bit further into journalism. So I must credit you somehow because you were the inspiration behind that. What do you think people are going to take away?
Well, I'm not worried about what people think or what people say, 30 years later.
Right.
It's my time now. I've been through hell and back, if you want to say that.
Yeah.
I vindicated, so to speak. I think I paid the price for a lot of people who do the same things. I put on myself what I've accomplished and what I've done.
Absolutely.
And be the best in the world.
Absolutely.
And use the same energy that I used to do in track and field into my everyday life moving forward. So here I am.
Congratulations, bud. Hey! Congratulations. Hey! Hey! Cheers! Have fun tonight. Congratulations! Yay! Okay, let's give the internet what they want. Get in here! We could pass for like triplets, like literally. Calamansi Collective!
Yeah.
Hey! You want to see a moment? Hey!
Hey guys, Mr. Will here. Join me as I head to the world premiere of Hate the Player, the Ben Johnson story at Scarborough Gown Centre. In the late 80s, sprinter Ben Johnson held the title as the world's fastest man en route to a victory at the 1988 Summer Olympics in Seoul, where he won the 100-meter men's sprint. Just days later, he would shock the world, testing positive for use of steroids. This would result in him being stripped of his gold medal. New 6-part mockumentary series Hate the Player, the Ben Johnson story finally gives us what we've been wanting to hear all along. Ben Johnson's side of the story. Scarborough's Shamier Anderson plays the title role of Ben Johnson as the series explores his rivalry with Carl Lewis, this and the eventual uncovering of widespread doping among Canadian athletes.
What's the most interesting thing we're going to learn about Ben Johnson? We have a perception of him, but what are we going to learn from this series?
I mean, I was surprised. The more I heard about it, the more I learned about the story. I was like, I'm excited about people understanding and hearing what really went down.
All right, well, I play Charlie Francis, who was Ben Johnson's coach, his longtime coach, and sort of his mentor, and almost like a father figure to Ben. It was really fun to play in that sandbox. Like, I got to do, they never told me less. Like, I just kept pushing. It was fun. It was completely unhinged and wild. And every day I went home exhausted, wondering what the hell I just did and if it was good. And they love it.
Oh my gosh, yes. So Kara, she's this Gen Z character, and she comes in. She doesn't really understand her. She doesn't know who Ben Johnson is. And so she comes in, she wants to interview him, and she realizes like, oh, he's actually like this really cool, interesting person with like a whole backstory. There's always light at the end of the tunnel, and that you can understand that people go through things and you can still show compassion and sympathy.
Internet, what they want? What is that?
It's wings!
Oh, it's wings. Wow. For me, coming off of Run the Burbs and Kim's Convenience, where I played very established, well-known characters, the idea that I get to go in and play many unhinged characters was the joy. And, I think a lot of time has passed, and it's an opportunity to look back at things that went well and things that didn't go well. And so there's truth to this, but I think the comedy just makes it so fun to look at this. Because now when we look back at the 80s and 90s, we get to look back at it a fondness. I think enough time has passed. Wounds have healed. And so, that's what I hope people get out of this.
I play Paulette, which is Ben Johnson's sister. Ben showed that it was possible. You know, my family migrated here from Jamaica as well.
Oh my God, it's very close to home.
And I ran track in Ottawa. I was a sprinter.
Oh my gosh.
And so it really hit home. And when, he was getting all the accolades, I was excited. And then when there was like that Jamaican, I was like ripped apart. You know what I mean? So it's just come full circle. He's ready to release it. We're ready to laugh at it. And that's what it is. We just need more laughter.
I play Hartnell. He's one of Ben Johnson's friends from Jamaica when they were young. So, of course, huge props to Ben Johnson for the telling of his story. And the directors, Corey and RT, amazing.
I love it.
And yeah, it was so much fun to be on this one.
Well, I played about 10 different characters, so it's a little bit of yeah, there was a couple of us that played characters like that. Ben Johnson's such an icon and is such a comedic and funny way to tell his life story. So I think it will just shine a light on somebody that was already shining.
For two reasons, because it's been a while since it happened. There's a lot of people who don't know it at all.
Yeah.
So it's a good Trojan horse to like bring people in through the comedy. Like, wait a minute, what actually happened? Those people go and try and look it up. And the people who already remember, like me,
Yeah.
like, oh, this is a story I've never seen fictionalized in such a entertaining way.
Right.
With the endorsement of the actual person involved.
It's crazy.
So if he likes it, and I'm all in. And once I figure that's all, it's great. So I think we're going to get both audiences to like it at the same time.
So I play a number of characters on the show. I don't want to reveal too much, but one of my favorite characters was actually playing Ben's brother.
Yes.
And I also got.
Speaking of which, Ben's right behind you.
I got to play. I'm not going to give it.
Okay, we're gonna find out. You're selling me on it because you're creating this.
I played about
sense of
7
intrigue.
characters. By the way.
7.
Yeah.
They got their money's worth. Let me tell you that.
You know what? We have to work for it. I guess people are going to get like the opportunity to relive some of what Ben went through, but from purely his perspective, and hopefully that adds some more, I guess, scope to what people thought they knew.
Yes, so I would say my 2 favorites are Mrs. Deladora, who is a very tiny, which you don't really have to act that.
When you got it, you got it.
You know, Italian woman. She's smoking. Her voice is low. She's manipulative. And then my other real shining moment is horny lady. And I think I got to be a part of this because my audition for horny lady was so gross and also so horny. She's older. She probably smells. There's like a body odor element. Things are sagging. She's hunched and she's horny.
Girl, this is method acting at its finest.
The biggest challenge was because I grew up, watching track and field and, idolizing.
I couldn't tell.
Carl Lewis, and to get the call to play this role was an honor. You know what I mean? And the hardest thing was, because this is from Ben Johnson's point of view, was to try and figure out how to villainize someone who was my hero. You know what I mean? So that was
betraying him in a way. It's like,
because the story is from Ben Johnson's point of view.
Yeah.
So it was a fun. It took a lot of research, but it was definitely fun to do. I think people will start seeing it now from another lens, and I think that's what this was supposed to accomplish.
Well, I got to give credit to Anthony Q. Farrell, the creator of the show, who called me and said, "Yo, you want to play Ben Johnson?" I said, "You have me at Ben Johnson, man. Scarborough, Jamaican." It was really important for me to really give this man his big shoes to fill and really be authentic and really give him every side of me. I think the most surprising thing people are going to take away is that this man is not perfect, just like everybody else. We all make our mistakes. Some mistakes are just under a microscope, and this is a story that was under a microscope, and now we're going to see the human side of this guy.
We then head into the screening at Cineplex Scarborough with a Q&A moderated by Scarborough Spot's founder, Jesse Aceto. Then we head into the after party in the space formerly occupied by Hudson's Bay. This bash will not soon be forgotten, with amazing bites by Tobin and the Roti Hut, who supplied us with all-you-can-eat roti and curry goat. There were even thematic cocktails, including the spiked Fairweather. It was nothing but love for Hate the Player. It airs March 26th on Game TV and March 27th on Paramount Plus Canada.